Розповімо сьогодні про акцію художніх робіт на платформі Waddington, кошти з якої будуть передані на гуманітарний фонд підтримки України фундації KONTAKT Ukr Foundation.
Thank you for joining us, Tess. Could you please tell us a little bit more about this auction, what Waddington put together so fast?
Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to talk about it. We're honored to be able to perhaps assist in a small way in supporting what needs to be supported in Ukraine. Our auction, we did a very quick call out to our community to let them know that we wanted to hold an auction for Ukraine, and the response was absolutely overwhelming. Swiftly, we received some 110 and counting. We're almost having to say no to people at this point just so that we can get the auction put together and ready to be presented on our platform. And the response has been overwhelming in terms of Canadian Ukrainian artists and individual people who are donating things that are personal to them, as well as other artists, just amazing community minded people who are also outraged by what is happening in Ukraine.
I understand you received a special request when you were preparing for the auction from the Paralympic athlete from Ukraine.
We were contacted just last week. And when we've developed a friendship already, which is amazing, by a young Ukrainian Paralympic athlete who won a gold medal, defeating Russia, I'd like to add, the Russian team, as well as a silver medal. Alexander was looking to raise money so he could help support what was happening in defense of his country. He had already made personal donations and realized what he had left to give because he can't fight physically were medals. And he sought to find someone who could help him sell it. We've Zoomed with him. We chat almost daily by email. We've told him that we're not selling his medals. We can't take that away from him. But what we will do is offer at our auction the opportunity for the lucky bidder to create a relationship, a mentor relationship, correspondence, over Zoom. He, of course, invite the winning bidder to visit him in Ukraine. I think be amazing if we can imagine that. So we're so thrilled. We're just over the moon.
Let's hear from Alexander now, who's in Ukraine.
Взагалі, просто є ідея зібрати якісь кошти для армії. А з Waddington ми одразу я запропонував їм, що я можу продати свої медалі. Вони ж сказали, що в нас є інша ідея. Сказали, що краще зібрати, щоб я написав якусь свою історію, як я дійшов до того, і додав якісь фото, і що можна продати, запропонувати момент якісь такі спілкування там зі мною, чи я погодився, тому що це, в принципі, єдиний варіант, хоча знову ж таки, надалі готовий продати медалі, якщо потрібно.
Would you be a little bit more specific about what paintings we will be able to see and who are some of the artists?
One of the first artists who quickly agreed to donate a work is Canadian artist Gary Taxali, and his work behind us, Protect Ukraine, is in the auction. Gary is a hugely generous individual, also a very outspoken critic of political and societal injustice, and is outraged by what's happening. Joining Gary very quickly is a Canadian Ukrainian artist, Wanda Koop, who is well known as a contemporary artist and has donated personally a wonderful painting, Dnipro River, and it's something that was very dear to her mother. And we're expecting that work to do extremely well. Wanda is a really well-recognized and beloved Canadian artist, as well as this is a really beautiful work. It was delightful to be contacted by Natalka Husar. She is an extraordinary artist as well, and her work is very poignant, and will also sell extremely well. People will want to buy it because it's beautiful and it tells an amazing story.
I spoke with Natalka briefly, and Natalka showed me her work. It's called Wounded Boy, which was done sometimes in the 90s. I would like to say it would be nice if it wouldn't resonate today, but unfortunately, it's, it looks as if it was done yesterday.
After the collapse of the Soviet Union, I still felt that the ghosts of the Soviet regime were there. I wanted to show this metaphorical damage. So I started drawing orphans, children, and this child is one of these. I ended up using these children in a larger painting, Pandora's Parcel to Ukraine, now at the National. This boy was one that I wanted to, but did not use. Ukraine, 30 years later, became a thriving independent country. But in a flash, it went back to being wounded in a real way, not in a metaphorical way. So the drawing now speaks sadly, as if it was painted today. So he's a witness. One eye shut, one eye looking into the future. This auction is not a regular fundraiser. It's a fundraiser. You want to overpay for works in this auction. It looks good on you to pay too much. The good karma that you get and your conscience is your reward, your prize in this auction.
Could you please tell us when the auction goes online and all the specifics, how people can bid and acquire a painting?
The auction will be open for bidding starting April the 9th through to April the 14th. We are working hard to get the gallery completed. So it would, hopefully people will be able to take a look and see all of the wonderful items that have been donated this weekend. Additional opportunity to appreciate the art is that we will be holding public preview where all the works will be on display at our auction house. That will be on Sunday, April the 10th from 12 noon until 4 o'clock. And then on Monday, April the 11th from 10 in the morning through till 7 p.m. in the evening. And again, that information will be posted on our website if people need any further clarification or information. I think some important points for people to know is that there are no additional charges. There's no fee in place. There will be no sales tax added, so that the money that people spend, that they are bidding, that the winning bidder will be will go directly to the Canadian Ukrainian Foundation. To participate in the auction, you just register on our website. Go to www.waddingtons.ca, and there's very clear information about how to register. And if there are any issues or any problems, our staff are always available to assist. So you just register an account, and when the auction opens on Saturday, April the 9th, start bidding and raising money for Ukraine.
Well, thank you very much, Tess. Thank you to Waddingtons and everyone, all the artists who donated, and everyone who is not standing aside and trying to do everything possible to stop this horrible carnage and stop Russia killing Ukrainian people. Thank you, Tess, and looking forward to the auction.